Hello there and welcome to this season review with Estudiantes de La Plata. Thank you very much for coming back to the channel. Thank you for clicking play. So needless to say, if you watched the last episode, I was a bit grumpy, but it is what it is. I didn't enjoy editing that video. I did wonder whether I should put it out, but I did. As you can see, here we are on the screen of the second leg against Boca Juniors, and we did ourselves proud. We did go out in the end, but we won at La Bombonera for the first time. We won 3-2. You can see the stats down there at the bottom. I'm going to show you the goals now. We did get outplayed, of course. They had plenty of shots and should have won comfortably, but we managed to come away with a win. So really chuffed. It's only our second win against Boca and our first win on their turf. So I was really happy. Golderson got the first. It then went 1-1. We actually went ahead 3 times in this match, but there were some superb goals, as you can see there. Roldan firing in an exquisite goal. Look at this from Paiva, a brilliant free kick. They equalise again just after the hour mark with a goal from Lucero there, another really good finish, and then I think it was Batista Cascini that got the winner in the end. It was a brilliant hit as well. Look at that! Wow, what a hit! And yeah, it was such a shame because we scored the winner on 63 minutes, and I really thought that we might go on and do it, and I might have the embarrassment of having to come back after turning round that first leg result. But in the end, not a bad end to the season. Lots of wins, not too many defeats. I mean, our last 2 defeats have been to Boca, so not disgraceful. If we could have got a goal in that home leg, then we would have gone to extra time, but it wasn't to be. At the minute, I don't believe the Super League Cup has finished just yet. Let us have a look. The quarterfinals have all been played, and the semi-finals, haven't been yet. So Teixeiras will play Boca, Vélez will play San Lorenzo. I'll maybe touch on it at the start of next season. Probably won't, to be honest. All I'm going to do in this one is show you what has happened in the terms of the end of season. So we've had players inducted into the overall best 11. Thomas Fernandez is one of them. Estevao, Julian Chico and Agustin Heredia as well. But those 3 are all on the bench because, of course, this guy is still top. He's just the best, isn't he? Mario Gatti. He's having a really decent season at Paris St Germain. 14 starts, another 14 as a sub. 13 goals so far. So overall, 11 goals in 18 league appearances. Looks fantastic still. He's just getting better and better. Do wonder what we could have done this season if we had have kept him, but, not to be. Right, end of season awards. So the player of the season is Estevao, and he also took the young player of the season. Not really surprised there. He got 33 goals, didn't he? So kind of not really surprised. Thomas Fernandez, who I thought might have been in with a shout, picked up the signing of the season. He was a free transfer. He's probably one of the best signings I've ever made. Matheus Pellegrini and Batista Cascini were the other 2 in the player of the season. The goal of the season is this from Gaston Paiva against Newell's Old Boys. So I'm just going to have a look at this. I think I remember it's from April, so it's quite a recent one. From a match off camera, it was a free kick. Lovely one. He seems to be really good at those. I'm really liking Gaston Paiva in either the attacking midfielder role or down in that box-to-box role. He's really starting to impress me. And going ahead next season, if someone comes in for Batista Cascini, I won't be that bothered about letting him go, to be honest. So if we're looking at the stats, Estevao, top goal scorer with 33 goals. Thomas Fernandez with the highest average rate of 7.49. Most assists were Pellegrini and Leonardo Fernandez with 12. Patricio Flamenco, 93% pass completion. Estevao won the most player of the match awards. Marlon with the most yellows. And we had 2 players getting a red card as well. We will just have a look at the squad a little bit and just see in terms of appearances. So we've got Daniel Sapper made 43, then Estevao got 39, as I say, with 33 goals and 4 assists, so a brilliant season from him. And if we just have a quick look, he is currently wanted by Vélez, which ain't going to happen, Werder Bremen, Atletico Madrid and Sevilla. Again, a bit like Mario Gatti, it's kind of the the tier below the elite that are wanting him. So if one of those comes in, there will be big sell-on clauses, I think. I will try and get involved there. Batista Caccini also made 39 appearances. In terms of the goals, obviously Estevao. Then below him was Thomas Fernandes. 14 goals and 7 assists. Brilliant season from him. Golderson with 13 goals in not many games, really 28 games and only 11 starts. So a fabulous season for him. His average rating's not brilliant, but yeah, I'm really, really happy with that. So as we saw, Fernandes and Pellegrini were the top assisters. Thomas Fernandes comes in at third, and then we've got a few on 6 and 5 and 4. So yeah, it's been all right. If we go for the average ratings, Steven Lozano with a 7.58, but only from 11 appearances. Thomas Fernandes, 7.49. So out of the guys that have played, he was right up there, but 30 appearances. Estevao managed a 7.45 in 39, so probably not too much of a surprise that he's won that. Squad dynamics update, I don't really pay any attention to squad dynamics, I really don't. As long as these are green, I don't really care. End of season confidence review, the 5-1 victory over Newell's has been a particular highlight, which I think was that one that Paiva just scored that goal of the season. Everything's looking pretty good there, to be fair. Season injury report, not a problem. End of season break has been sorted out. Head of youth development encouraged by Fran Orrego. Let's have a quick look at him. 4-star potential, centre back. Not really. Border upgrading the youth facilities. That's nice. Going to take 7 months. I hadn't seen that. Literally hit record before I saw any of that. Yeah, so I think that's kind of it. If we go back into the squad view, let me just clear it and then I can arrange it by positions. Let's just clear the selection. Let's put them in position. So in terms of players that are wanted, we've got Brian Coufret wanted by Newell's and Godoy Cruz, but on loan. That's not going to happen, is it? Benedetti, anyone else wanted at the minute? Gaston Gil Romero, I'm hoping to sell. Caccini is currently wanted by Real Betis. They've been tracking him for a long time. Andres Ayala is wanted by Cristal. Gaston Paiva is also on the radar of Pumas in Mexico. Matias Pellegrini, I think, is Betis as well that are after him. It was Betis, but it's now Celta and Villarreal. Who else have we got? Estevao, of course, we've just shown you. And Enzo Galabert is also wanted by Chavez. And Juan Urrutia, I think, is wanted by a couple of players on loan. But unless... and he's not going anywhere because I am expecting Estevao to make a move, to be honest. If we have a look at the finances, I've got one transfer to tell you about as well, which I'm really excited about. We've nicked a wonder kid that we saw in the last video from Boca. We've managed to nick him from them, and I cannot wait. We've got 9 million in the transfer kitty at the minute. We've not had any word from the board about a budget going forward, so that is still basically Mario Gatti money that's in there. So yeah, we're doing all right this season. 13.5 million profit nearly. So again, that's from the Mario Gatti transfer. It has funded the club. We're doing brilliantly with it. It is down to that wonder kid, and I'm guessing those coffers are going to be swelled. I can't see Estevao staying. I'm not that bothered. I do like him, but he's no Mario. Right. We've got some players coming in, which I think I've shown you before, but I'm going to show you them again. So we've got Matias Echeverria, which I believe was one done by my head of youth development, but he looks okay. You can see it. I haven't even scouted the guy, so he is definitely one that I haven't seen before. He is one that's coming in for the youth team. William Hurtado is coming in as 18-year-old centre-back, looks very good. Will either have a season in the reserves or the under-20s, or will go out on loan. Again, he isn't one that we've brought in, I don't think. I think that the head of youth development have brought him in, but he looks really good. Marcel Ruiz is coming in. He's a right winger, can play in a couple of different positions though. Really quick, really looks good. But again, might just be one that we put out on loan. But if someone comes in for Enzo Galabert, then that would be good. Mario Benitez from Newell's, an attacking playmaker, attacking midfielder, number 10. Could play up front, could play a little bit further back. Very, very quick, excellent looking player as well. And Juan Krilanovic, a striker who I do really like the look of. but again, possibly will go out on loan. It'll depend what happens with our other strikers. And the one that stands out, Brandon Smith, coming in for £10 million, rising to 15. We've got a 20% profit sell-on as well. This is the wonder kid that we've nicked from Boca. They accepted our first offer, 10 million with some add-ons over 3 years and, like I say, a 20% sell-on. And they accepted it straight away, so I reckon I probably could have got it a little bit cheaper, but so happy to get him in. He looks fantastic, doesn't he? The flair is the big one that I look for in the number 10. He needs to have that creativity, that invention. It used to be called creativity, that trait, didn't it, on old FMs. He's got good leadership as well, so if he's with us for a few years, he's captain material, he's off the ball, he's fantastic, his work rate, his vision, his technique and passing. I mean, he's true wonderkid quality, isn't he? And I cannot wait to get him in. I mean, look at the estimated cost. I think we've got him pretty cheap, and he's 18, but he will be straight into the first team squad next season, no question about it. Right, that is it for this, guys. It was just a little recap of the season. It's not been too bad. We've finished runners-up. If we have a look at the competitions, we can end it here. We finished runners-up again in the league, but 20 points behind Boca. We have to do something about that. Obviously, we've gone through in our group in the Libertadores. We don't know who we're playing yet in that. And we've got the 6th round of the Copa Argentina to look forward to in August when we take on Tigre. And then, of course, the Super League Cup, which the expectation was to reach quarter-final, and we met that. We've met the Libertadores one, we've met the Superliga one, so the only one to meet now is the Copa Argentina one, and that is to reach a quarter-final as well. And against Tigre, I would be pretty confident about that. In terms of next season, as I say, this is the schedule as it's penciled in at the minute. So everything starts again in August. I believe the league season will start then as well. The league season might actually kick off in July. Do we know? I did check this before. I should have checked it again before recording. Apologies. Do we know where the transfer window is at the minute? No, we don't. It's still only got the winter one in there. But looking at last season, it ended just into August, the 5th of August. So it might be a case of that I play the first league game, the first couple of games off camera, and then I'll bring it back so I can do a transfer roundup. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that, guys. Just a little recap. Things are looking really, really good. Maybe if I do a transfer roundup, I'll have a look at some of the young players that are coming through that we've got that are looking really good as well, because 5-star, 4-star potential everywhere at the club. It's fantastic. Really desperately want to win a trophy next season. Hopefully the Copa Argentina, hopefully Libertadores. Definitely want that Superliga title. Come back and join me for the new season, guys. There will be a little bit of a break now because I'm wanting to get through this summer bit, and I want to bring some other stuff, other FM stuff to the channel. So stay tuned. There will be content, but there'll just be a little bit of a break before we return to La Plata. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for your support over the 58 episodes so far. It's been amazing. Thank you very much. I will see you soon. Adios, amigos.